Before you re-energize, run the line again, double check, and then before you energize, pump.
Well, we've really been very pleased with all of the support, and we really thank all of the patience and understanding that our customers have shown as we've worked through this. As we all know, Tropical Storm Iselle came through and did significant damage to the island's electric system. We initially had about 25,000 customers out of power at the height of the storm. We've been able to make steady progress working through the different areas. So we all know the Puna district was the hardest hit. The storm came through, knocked down all the albizia trees and did a lot of damage, down power lines, down utility poles. So it's really been a really significant effort to try and get to the point we're at now. We wouldn't have made it this far if not for the support we've seen really statewide. Crews from Oahu, Maui, Kauai have come in to supplement the workforce here on Hawaii Island. So now we've really got a really massive combined workforce that's been able to go out into the damaged areas and work as quickly as we can to restore power.
Markham, are we gonna
we really haven't seen storm damage like this, and really pulling together a combined effort like this from crews all across the state. We really haven't seen anything like that since Iniki, when everybody in the state rallied to support the people on Kauai. We're seeing the same sort of thing here. We all know that it really takes a lot of effort, the entire community, to kind of come through something like this. The people that are out of power, they're our friends, our neighbors. This is our home too. And so we understand what those people are going through. And so we understand why we need to work as fast as we can to get the power back on. Well, the process really begins with really assessing the damage and determining, where you need to deploy your resources. And really, it starts with the backbone of the island's electric system. Those are our main transmission lines. They're the ones that cross the islands, go from the power plants and other sources of generation out into the different communities. Without repairing that system first, you really have a problem. You really have some risk to the overall stability of the electric grid. So that was our first priority, to make sure that those got repaired and put back in service to the point where we can start working out into the different subdivisions and the different neighborhoods. Along the way, you want to make sure that your electrical substations are in good working order, make any necessary repairs there, and then you can work into the different neighborhoods. What we found is that there was really significant damage from the storm. Lots of fallen trees, lots of debris everywhere. So we had to work very closely with the county and other agencies just to clear all the downed trees, cut away broken tree limbs, just so that our crews could get access to these areas so they could work safely and efficiently. Once that's done, what we found is that we needed to send other crews out just to dig holes for the new utility poles, because if a broken pole needed to be replaced, oftentimes that also meant you needed a new hole in the ground to put the new pole into. So a lot of times, our customers in different neighborhoods, they would see trucks and uniforms from other companies doing these different types of work, but they were all part of the restoration process. So once that was done, then we could send in our utility line crews, the crews with the bucket trucks, and they could work on putting up the new poles, repairing the downed power lines, and restoring electric service. What we can say is, it's clear that there was really significant damage to the electric system, and all of these fallen albizia trees really had a major impact. Just to get through all the fallen trees, clear all of that away, that was a really big part of this whole restoration process. We really think that some steps need to be taken to mitigate the risk from these fallen albizia trees, but right now our focus is on restoring the power. So it's right now we can't really speculate on what those measures would be or who would be taking them, but we agree that something needs to be done. We really appreciate all of the patience and all the support that we've received from the community. We're all in this together. We all know that getting the power back for the people of Puna is part of our role, and it's our responsibility to do that. But really, just to come through this whole storm, get through its aftermath, that's really something that is for our entire community to come together and rally around.
Good job. So that's one down. Come on. One down. 12 more to go.